Hi, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today I'd like to talk about the topic of an astrology reading for children. Now, I get this question a lot. Basically, it's all about, well, at what age would it be appropriate or suitable or practical for a child to have their Bazi astrology chart read, and what can actually be gleaned for a child when it comes to a Bazi reading? Now, usually we don't read at a very, very young age. Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense. We would start probably at around, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old, or just when they go to school. Unless there's something seriously wrong with their health, then we can do it. We're happy to do it earlier. But usually it doesn't really make that much sense to get a Bazi reading right after a child is born. Their life hasn't fully formed anyway, so I wouldn't recommend it for them. Now, what do we actually read in a child's Bazi chart? Because obviously for a 5-year-old, for a 6-year-old, you're not going to look at relationships. You're not going to look at career. You're not going to look at wealth prospects just yet. Yeah, it's a little bit too early for that. But what we will look into is, for example, the topic of academics. Yeah, it's just about the time when they start school. And you can check from a Bazi chart which subjects in school they are probably more drawn to, and in which subjects they need more support. That will then help you support your child with either some extra tutoring, or you do some extra homeschooling, or you find a teacher that is really, really specifically helping your child. So these are the kind of things we look at in terms of academics. When are they going to struggle in school? Why are they struggling? So we can also tell whether it's the school that the child doesn't like, or whether there's a specific teacher they don't get along with. Yeah, so those are different things. Sometimes children, they don't quite articulate why they don't like to go to school, or why they're not really that happy at school. The Bazi chart will tell you whether it has to do with the school environment itself, or whether there's actually a specific teacher the child has issues with. And that's then something we can work on. Now, obviously, health is something that we check for a child, especially if there are existing problems. Yeah, then we can analyze about the chart as to when it actually gets better and how to improve the health of a child. But also checking, are there any conditions, any hidden conditions that we don't see right now, that we don't know about, and something that we need to take care of right now, right here, in order to prevent anything more serious from happening. What we also look into is the relationship between the parents and the child, and sometimes also the grandparents and the child. At different points in their lives, children need different people in their life. You know, sometimes the mother is much, much more influential and much, much more important in a particular phase of a child's growing up. Whereas at other times, the father or maybe the grandparents are more influential, or will be able to lend more support to a child. And we can tell from a Bazi chart who these people are the child needs right now or in the next few years, and what relationships are really, really important for the formative years of a child. So these are the 3 key aspects we look at when we analyze a child's Bazi chart. If you would like to know more about this, contact me. All my contact info is down below.